Okay, welcome to a video by AntiquesArena. My name's Walter O'Neill, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm a UK reseller. I buy and sell antiques, collectibles, anything weird, wonderful, and interesting, and hope to flip it for a profit. I don't sell on eBay no more. I've got my own website, AntiquesArena.com, and the purpose of today's video is to share some of my sales with you. As you know, I've been doing videos on YouTube for 4 or 5 years now, and I always share what I buy and how-to videos. Well, put a video out this week asking what my supporters, followers, want to actually see. One of the requests was they want to start seeing some of what I sell. So I've got hundreds and hundreds of pieces sold. So I'm just going to go back and work my way through them and make films showing you what I've sold. Now, why might these be interested to you? Give you an idea of what's selling, give you an idea of something to buy. So if you see these items, then you know I've sold them for X amount of money. It doesn't mean you can, but when you're selling online, you're selling to a worldwide audience, which is the same audience I have. So should we get started? Have a little look at some of the sales I'm going to show you today. And yeah, I'm not going to share all my sales with you, but I'm going to select some of the more interesting ones. So let's get started. Going to start off with a beautiful Port Isaac Studio Pottery lamp by Mike. Is that Michael or Michelle? Michael, I think. And Barbara Hawkins. You have to excuse me with the names, bit of dyslexia there. And this is 15.5 inches tall. And I sold that for £60. It was all hand painted. It was a real nice lamp. To be honest with you, I probably undersold that one. Nice big lump of studio pottery and a decorator's piece covered with dolphins. Let me just double check I'm sharing. Yes, I am. Okay. So I'll share some of the photos with you. That's the signature there. And it has, I believe it was Sgraffito, which is scratched in design, hand painted. And it didn't have a lot of photos on it, but looks like that, just the three. So yeah, sold that one for £60. I can't remember what it came in for, probably £10 or £15 in Splot. Moving on then, we had a 1930s Art Deco opalescent glass vase. It's not a vase, it's a bowl. I don't know why I put vase there, but it's sold anyway as a vase. And it's by Joblin, and the pattern was Tudor Rose. And it's got this beautiful opalescent finish in the glass. There you go, look at that. It's a, if you like, it's a cheap man's Lalique. That's the only way I can explain it to you, because it's got the same sort of type of glass as Lalique, just a very cheap version compared to it. Registration mark number there on the base, dating it to the 30s. And there you go. And I sold that one for 50, and that one is 10.5 inches in diameter and only 3¼ inches tall. This 1930s glass, it sells. You got multiple makers do that. You got Savino, Joblin, Lalique. There's loads of them, and it does sell. Then I sold this one, which was a Danish Stoneware pottery figure by L. Can't even pronounce that surname. H.J. Orth. H.J. I can't pronounce that surname. It's from Denmark anyway. It's only 3.75 inches tall, little hand painted stoneware pottery figure. I believe it was marked. Yes, there you go. Everything I needed to know was on the bottom, Denmark, and the designer. I had £45 for that, which wasn't bad for a figure that's not even 4 inches tall, but that's sold because it was from Denmark. I always buy coins, medals, things like that. They always do me very, very proud. This was the 2012 Diamond Jubilee Monarchs Antique Silver Finish Super Crown coin. Super Crown, it was huge. A normal crown is, that. This was that. Diameter was 88 millimeters, so that's almost 3 times the diameter. I think a standard crown's about 30, so it's almost 3 times the size of a standard crown. Limited edition to only 999 produced, And you can see the condition. It was mint in the box with his paperwork, never been out. There you go, 10 crowns that it was. Diamond Jubilee, 10 crowns. Otherwise known as the Super Crown. Uh, finished in antique silver, denomination 10 crowns. There you go. And I had everything with it. Now I sold that for £75. Don't even ask me how much I paid for it. I don't know. The thing is with me, a lot of the things I sell are unique. They are a lot of them, like the studio pottery lamp, they're one of a kind, and you won't replace them. So I set a price, I list them, I wrap them, I put them in storage, and I forget about them until they sold. And some things take years to sell, and some things sell within weeks. This was gorgeous, and this only came in for something like £25 from Bessemer, if I remember right. And it was a Cornish serpentine lighthouse lamp. Don't ask me how you changed the bulb because I could never figure out how to get that top off. It wouldn't come off. It was sealed onto the glass. So I hope that bulb lasts them a lifetime, I tell you. There you go. Beautiful carved, turned, polished serpentine stone. Little glass at the top. Basically a lighthouse lamp. It only cost them like £25. When I listed this, people were asking like £350, £400 for them. And this is a good size. It's not a small lamp. It doesn't look very big, but it's 13 and a half inches tall, weighs a ton, beautiful. I sold it £245, and it didn't actually stick around for long. I think it was a month or two. It wasn't long. Then we had this, which was Glasbrook brandy glass vase. When I bought it originally, I thought it might have been Empley, but I was corrected. It was the Peacock Orange by Glasbrook. Ilm Glasbrook. 7.5 inches tall, beautiful colours. Sold it for £45. And to be honest with you, I absolutely love it. You got the opaque interior there, as you can see it, and you can see this beautiful peacock feather design to it, I suppose. I suppose that's why they call it peacock. Beautiful thing. Had £45 for that. This was spectacular. I can't remember where it came in. I think it came in from another dealer's mother. I'm not 100%, but I think it may have. Anyway, very large, 14 and a half inches tall and extremely heavy. It was 4 kilos unpacked. And it was Sir Winston Churchill Doorstop. Show you the photos. I must have been a pain in the bum on the wheel. Okay, so sorry about that. To lock the wheel. So yeah, really good details on Winston Churchill there. Obviously, a flatback's a doorstop or a flatback, whatever you want. They used to call them flatbacks because they do spaniels and things that would only decorate at the front. The flat would be back and they'd be on the mantelpiece in Victorian times. Obviously, Winston Churchill's not Victorian, but still a really nice, very large Sir Winston Churchill doorstop in solid brass. Sold it for 175. Then we had a set of 6 Georgian. Well, I put them down as 18th century. It could be early 19th, but I think they're late 18th century. Georgian petal molded drinking glasses. Really nice thing. Now, I paid out for these when I bought them. They didn't come in for nothing. Remember buying them off an antique dealer in Brecon. Beautiful set of Georgian glasses. Anyway, they sold for £340 and they stuck around for a few months. It wasn't long. Thing is, with antiques, as I said, a lot of what I buy, I would say half of what I buy will never be seen again, or I'd never be able to replace it once it's sold. So I pick my value, I do my research, I get values from other similar items that are sold on eBay or on Google, on other websites. So, for example, I may have a one of a kind piece of studio pottery or a bit of grog or something like that, and I may not be able to find the identical one, but I may find similar products sold, and then I'll base my price on that. If it's something that is just more of a collectible that I can sell on and replace, then I tend to be cheaper. I try to outprice the market slightly on that or match the market. So with my rarer pieces, I will set my price and I will sit to it. And I don't care if it sits for 5, 10 years, because my ultimate goal is I probably want to get my website up to 10,000 items so that I'm then making, a very good living. So when I come to retire, I haven't got to go outside the door. I can literally just send an item off as it sells and have a good living. So I don't care how long stuff takes to sell. I don't care if it ever sells. Once I buy it, if it's good enough for me to buy, put the work in, invest the money into it, wrap it up, do the research, pack it by and list it, then what's the point of me dropping the price and selling it on? I'm not in a position that I have to drop the price and give the stuff away to buy the next product. If I buy something, I believe in it, I stick with it until it sells, and that method seems to work for me. I'm just very fortunate. So that is the first, I'm going to call it episode one because I'm not going to change the title. I'm just going to do them all the way through episode one. I might do one a week or something like that of solds, and I'll just pull out half a dozen, maybe 10 sold items, show you what I've sold, talk about them. Yeah, and go from there. Hopefully, it'll give you an idea what I've sold on the website, how I'm doing on the website. I get approximately 11,000 visitors a month at the moment on the website, which compared to what I used to achieve on eBay is shockingly wonderful. So, hope you've enjoyed and leave a comment if this is the type of thing you like seeing, and I'll get more of them made. Have a nice one. Bye for now.